So we kind of like, whenever we meet up, we kind of just chat about shit to do with film as well. So we thought we'd record it, just like every other dickhead podcast, bro. We've turned into one of those people.
Exactly, that's us now.
And if you find it entertaining, I guess you can continue watching. But I don't know. I mean, we both have quite different tastes as well. You can sit down and you can watch anything. Yeah. Whereas with me, I have a low tolerance with that sort of stuff. Like, for example, you watched The Idol unironically. Or was it ironically, or you watched it?
It's both. The point is, I can find the joy in absolute shit. Yeah. Even like the worst thing in the world, I can kind of not entirely see the value, but some kind of, I can get some kind of enjoyment out of it. And with The Idol, I started off hate watching it, and then by the end, I was just completely bored stiff because, like, what the fuck?
Oh, so you did stop watching it then eventually?
Oh, no, I finished it.
Oh, you finished
Regrettably,
it?
I shouldn't have done that. I don't know why the fuck I put myself through that.
So what is The Idol? Just explain what The Idol is.
So The Idol is from Sam Levinson, who created Euphoria, and he developed it with The Weeknd. And the whole thing is basically like, I mean, for both of them, a big ego trip. You have Lily Rose Depp as this Britney Spears-like pop star.
Yeah.
Who's struggling to find inspiration. Her career's completely tanked. Yeah. And then she meets The Weeknd, who's supposed to be like this mysterious, like, sex guru, cult leader. Doesn't portray that well at all. And then the rest of the show is a whole load of nothing. Some very cringy dialogue that sounds like it was written in ChatGPT by like a 15-year-old edgelord. I'm not going to repeat that.
It might have been, though.
We could get the clip up.
It might have been written by ChatGPT. Wait, did The Weeknd write some of it?
He came up with the idea, and it's just... It's a lot to take in. It's an interesting watch.
There's a lot of quotable moments in there.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
Very quotable moments.
Was it just like very over-sexualized?
Very over-sexualized, but like, and this is the problem with Euphoria as well. Beautiful cinematography, shot on film, but it's just like, why? What's the point? It's completely wasted.
So Euphoria, that's quite highly rated though, isn't it?
Yeah, the first season is.
Is it on Netflix?
No, it's on HBO.
Yeah.
And the thing with Euphoria, the first season worked so well is because he had a template to work from, and he had all that set up. It was just setting up the characters.
Yeah.
And then that kind of carried it. I mean, along with the cinematography and how good the acting is.
Yeah.
But the problem with the second season is the cinematography is all he had to rely on, and the narrative suffered because of that.
So it's quite low, like the first season's actually pretty good, but the second season shit. That's annoying. You always find that with shows. I hate that with shows when you get invested in a show and then just the second season, there's something that happened with the writing where it just falls off massively. And yet, like, it kind of tricks you. Like, sometimes it tricks people into thinking that it's still a high-quality show because it looks so good. Like, I'm sure, like you said, the cinematography is amazing. Yeah. I swear for Euphoria, he got, like, a specific lens.
Yeah, well, not just that. He basically, like, called up Kodak and got them to, like, redevelop this old film stock.
It's mental.
Which I think is just, like, it's crazy because it's like, okay, yes, well done, Sam Levinson, the showrunner, but... Why? What does this add to the? It doesn't add anything to the narrative.
It still needs to be well written.
Exactly. It's not well written, and they're doing season 3 of Euphoria right now, so we'll just have to see. But I don't think it will end well, and I think that's an example of a show where it just, it goes to, like, to show people that, like, you can't just rely on cinematography and like stunning visuals to carry you, and that's what it was doing. It was doing a bit in the first season, but it had the writing to back it up. But then after that, I think people were able to see through it.
Yeah, it was like it's kind of like like 13 Reasons Why. I actually, unironically, really enjoyed that. Like the first series of that. Like it's kind of like nerdy, teen angsty kind of like drama, but like it was written by an actual, I can't remember the name of the writer.
But then the showrunners kind of they got up their own arse a little bit.
Yeah, they ran it into the ground, man. They continued it for like 4 seasons, and the next seasons were just so shockingly bad. Especially when it gets to the 4th season, it's so terrible.
What the fuck is this?
What even is this show?
It's a show that you don't recognise.
Like the first season, if you just continue, like, what there's supposed to be 13 Reasons Why, right? There's 13 episodes in the first season. Why do you continue it? It's literally just money, right? Yeah. And then by the 4th season, like, it's quite a gritty, actually kind of quite heavy, like, drama, quite well written, good characters. And then the 4th season, they're doing like these outbreaks of like musical numbers and stuff like that, and they've got like this sci-fi stuff where it's like all of his part of his imagination. It's like this isn't the same show. Like it's well directed. it looks just as good, but when it comes to the actual writing, it's fucking terrible. So yeah, I would say, like, for me, I'm quite, like, I'd say, I'm not to say that you're not judgmental, but I struggle sitting down and watching, like, dog shit stuff, apart from, like, maybe if we're watching it for a laugh, like, together, and we're taking the piss out of it.
That's
like,
different.
I remember, like, what was the guy who directed The Godfather? He made a film recently.
Megalopolis, which, you know, he hasn't seen.
I haven't seen
Megalopolis.
And I actually do really want to watch it.
No, you need to.
Because there are some people now who are coming out, and they're actually saying that it's quite good. Yeah. Like, unironically quite good, even though it's terribly rated.
It's one where, like, okay, and this is kind of the thing with the Star Wars prequels as well.
Yeah.
You can admire the idea that he has and what he's going for, and, like, not to say there isn't any heart in Megalopolis. Like, there's a lot he's trying to fucking say.
Yeah.
But it's so misguided, the choices he makes. And this is an idea he's had, like, since Apocalypse Now, since, like, 1978. And you can feel that.
So it was like a passion project?
Oh, yeah, no, for decades. And these are, like, ideas that he's been, like, sitting on for so long.
Yeah.
And even though he's had, like, 40-plus years to work them into a screenplay, he just hasn't done that very well.
Oh, man, it's so sad, though, because his reputation was incredible.
Yeah, and he, like, financed it with his own money, like, because the reason why he hasn't directed as many films is because he started, like, his wine empire.
Oh, okay.
And he sold off, like, half his winery to finance Megalopolis. And look how that's done.
Fair play, man. Fair play that he actually made it.
You know, he's, like, he has, you know, this legacy, like The Godfather.
Yeah.
He's, like, 80, I think he's 86, 87. It's, like, good for him.
Yeah. It's just so mad how you can be a director who makes literally one of the highest rated movies of all time and does it again as a sequel.
Yeah.
It's actually unbelievable. Like, those two films on IMDb are both over 9. Like, I've never, like, I think that was the first sequel to ever be did it win Best Picture?
Yeah,
it actually
won Best Picture.
It's insane. Like, this guy knows what he's doing. He's a very talented director. And it's just so sad. It's kind of like the M. Night Shyamalan thing.
Oh, God, Shyamalan.
Where he goes from... I mean, I think we both have to... We've
got to get on to Shyamalan.
We've got to realise that basically M. Night Shyamalan is not a very good director, is he? If you look at his back catalogue at this point, he's made more bad films than good films.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And it's kind of sad, really, if you think about it, because, like, it wasn't like... The Sixth Sense was just like a fluke. It was just, you know, it was just a one-off. Like, there's genuine talent in that film, and then he goes and makes just some of the most shocking dog shit films. They're not just like passable, average, mediocre films. They are dog shit fucking films.
What? No.
The Happening. That's like a laughable film.
I don't know what was he thinking?
I would watch The Happening, like, ironically, because it is so hilarious. Like, the acting in that is so bad.
It's when you look at it as like a masterpiece of complete shit. It's amazing. Just none of it makes sense. Like, what's causing this? Oh, the fucking plants. Was it the weather? I haven't watched it for a while.
No, and it's not like Mark Wahlberg is a terrible actor. He's a decent actor. He was good in Ted.
Do you think Mark Wahlberg feels at home playing like a geological physicist and talking about like plants? No, it's just some things don't mix.
Yeah,
like, they're not. So I don't know what he was thinking.
It was almost like it was like a prepackaged. Perfect example of how to make a laughably bad film.
Yeah,
and it's actually like, maybe if he did that intentionally, he's a genius.
No, but
what was the other one? Was it After Earth? Did he make After Earth?
I mean, well, that was more of like a Will Smith like ego trip.
Well, it was
not really M. Night's idea, because he just wanted something for him and Jaden starring.
Oh, okay. Well, he did direct it though, right?
Yeah, he did direct it.
It's so funny how it was marketed.
Yeah.
As a Will Smith film, even though it was a M. Night Shyamalan film, it was he was seen as such a terrible director that they didn't even put his name on the posters, because they didn't want people to know it's directed by him, which is just insane when you think about the fact that he directed all The Sixth Sense, and it was such a well-received film, and then he ends up just being totally. I mean, what do you think of Split? I didn't even like Split that much.
It was okay. It was better than some of his other films from that time period.
Because I think he wrote it in the 2000s, didn't he?
Yeah, because he wanted to connect it to Unbreakable, but at the time that was way back then.
Yeah,
superhero films weren't really seen as like a big commodity. Like in Hollywood, they didn't give a shit about them, so he didn't connect to it. But it was kind of cool at the end of Split for them to have that Easter egg in there. But then Glass,
Glass was bad.
Really. And like meta in the wrong kind of way.
Yeah.
And it's cool when shit's meta. I love meta shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
When it's just for, like, it's just for the sake.
I love meta stuff, but it just doesn't work.
Just for the sake of being meta.
Have you seen Trap?
Trap? No, I started watching it. I didn't like it.
But you see where, like, I can find the joy in shit.
Yeah.
Trap is, like, horrendous. It's nonsensical, but I love it.
Oh, you actually like it?
I can enjoy it so ironically. It's so funny.
So what is it exactly about, Trap?
Like, basically, it's what if a serial killer took his daughter to a Taylor Swift concert. Josh Hartnett, great actor.
Yeah, he's
really good. From the Black Mirror episode, like Beyond the Sea, a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
And he just gives the most like weird off-kilter performance in this. And it's like he's taking his daughter to this concert, and the singer is like M. Night Shyamalan's daughter.
Right.
Yeah. And so she's like, and her acting, that's a whole other thing.
So it's exactly like Francis. Sorry to interrupt, but like Francis Ford Coppola in Godfather 3.
Yeah,
it's just like why
thank God, like Sophia can direct.
Yeah,
she's a very good director. Thank God for that. She's a great director.
Yeah,
but no, with Trap, there are so many plot holes. You're like, what the hell's happening? But then you kind of roll with it, like just how weird it is.
Yeah.
So in an ironic way, definitely worth a watch. Like it's very, very.
So it
funny.
is bad. It is a bad.
Oh
film.
no, it is bad. It's absolutely bad. But then that's the thing with M. Night is you can never say that he's unoriginal or he has bad concepts, but it's just the way they're executed. Like
I think
that's hilarious.
So
funny. Another one that's so bad.
This is what I mean. He's just not. I don't like to say it. Like I personally like to see, like I like to praise the good stuff more than like say shit about the bad stuff. Like all directors do bad films. Well, not all directors. But most directors, they do duds that are just forgotten about. But I don't like to just like shit on it, but is it fun to talk about? But like when it comes to M. Night, it's just insane how his reputation just flipped like that. Yeah. I mean, it's incredible. I've absolutely no motivation to watch any of his films. Like I really don't.
Ever.
Ever, yeah. And it's just insane the reputation that he once had. And it's the same with Francis Ford Coppola. And I think it's got to do with you've got to have a really good relationship with the actors as well. Like I think that's the reason. I mean, Megalopolis, it doesn't exactly have it doesn't have bad actors in it.
No, it has some of the best. Adam Driver.
Yeah, and yet it's hilariously bad. Acting.
Yeah.
How can a director as talented as that, who did The Godfather, like direct actors in a way where people were like, "Oh, that acting is terrible," and they're good actors. It's insane. Yeah. Like, it's just so crazy.
Though, having seen it, Aubrey Plaza actually understands the film she's in.
Isn't it kind of like they kind of talk like robots sort of thing? They
kind of like very weird little like. I don't want to say Shakespearean, but they're spouting off these very odd lines. Yeah. These very like over-the-top phrases, quite overcomplicated dialogue that you can tell he's had in his head for a while. And it's just like they don't really know what film they're supposed to be in.
Yeah.
It's like Adam Driver's in a completely different film. Shia LaBeouf, don't know what the fuck he's doing.
What, is he bad in it?
Yeah, we know he's a weirdo anyway, but like he plays a very weird...
Is Shia LaBeouf a weirdo?
Yeah.
Is he?
That's a whole other thing.
No, but what makes you say that really quick? I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I don't know, just some of the stuff he's come out with. I can't think of a specific example.
Just like in interviews and stuff?
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
And like his performance is really strange, and it just like Adam Driver, he's so good, but it kind of makes him seem like bad.
I've seen scenes that are hilariously
like, have
bad.
you seen the go back to the club?
Yeah,
like that.
It's like a meme. It's like it's like such a memeable film, and it's like what is it like 3 hours long?
Yeah.
I remember when you first mentioned it, and I was actually extremely excited for it because you said it was supposed to be like this. It's marketed as like the most insane film ever. Yeah. Just this passion project, and I was like, wow, like a director like that.
Yeah, self-finance. It's the ultimate like auteur-driven film.
And it's kind of got like a cool concept behind it and stuff. But just even some of the CGI in it and the money that you had behind it, it just goes to show that sometimes like these passion projects where it's kind of like the directors have such a reputation at this point where they just they just throw money at. Well, to be fair, it was his own money, and everyone else just lets them get on with it, and they just got like this tunnel vision of what they want, and it's just received badly. It just goes to show that sometimes you need other people's input, you need other people's opinion on it to kind of rein you in a little bit.